is This is Baruch Fleischman, your host for the Tikkun Elevator Kollel. And we hope that we were appealing to you through the study of this Zohar to your imagination, because with that metaphor, the ability to be able to see things automatically in your soul, it's really difficult to hear what's going on over here. So that's why I keep talking about the fact that we're riding on a ball and we don't even note it. We don't even notice it. So today, this particular ball is moving through the constellations that are above our head. And while we're moving, the constellations are constantly changing, although they have their own patterns and they're also in motion. But in relationship to us, we seem to be constantly moving every 2 hours to more or less a different, in 2 hours, we move into a different constellation. That is, the sun moves into a different constellation, and that different constellations change in relationship to the earth every 2 hours. So today, we're on the 17th day of the month of December, which corresponds mostly to the month to the constellation of Sagittarius. Sagittarius in Hebrew is called kislev, and it's ruled. There's a planet. We understand that planetary ruler doesn't mean that it's independent of the Ein Sof Baruch Hu, but immediately relating to us is the planet Jupiter. This time, Jupiter is the planet of success, according to astrologers. So this particular time is the time of the archer, and we're going through the long distances. I made a few calculations, and we are moving at approximately 67,000 miles in a circle around the sun. Now, if we, instead of running in a circle, I made a calculation, the sun is 93 million miles away, approximately. So if instead of going in a circle, we started going straight at the sun, at the speed that we're moving, we would reach the sun and burn up and be disappeared in 58 days, approximately. So that is the question is that, but we're not moving straight towards the sun. Instead, we're moving around it in a circle, like everything of the other planets in the solar system and the constellations. Everything is also moving in a circular pattern, as we're in the place of circles. Now, the sun, as we said, the moon is in Virgo. It's in a different position in the sky. The day of the week that is called Gevura, because if we count the days of the week, the first day is Chesed. It goes all the way back to Shabbos, 7 times down, and you get to the seventh day, which is Malchus. Now, I wanted to add another thought. There is a holiday that is celebrated. It was celebrated in ancient Rome, and actually became the basis for a holiday called the holiday is called Saturnia. So Saturn is considered to be the dark star. Saturn is, in astrologers are always talking about Saturn, because Saturn is the place where a lot of people who are really deeply involved in the study of Sod really get themselves involved in. They actually come from a time when their rising sign of this, which is the constellation, which is on the horizon, the eastern horizon, as the Earth is turning towards it when a person is born. That's called a person's ascendant. So many people that are involved in the study of Sod, they really have like some kind of called Capricorns or Aquarians, who are dominated by this particular constellation of the time that they come in, which is a constellation of darkness and coldness. So these people are seeking light, and that's why we study the Zohar. So this holiday, Saturnia, it actually was a holiday in celebration of the dark. And I live in a street where there were no street lights. So it's really dark out here, relatively speaking. And as a result of that, when they light up their Xmas lights, because Xmas is the holiday that replaced Saturnia. So it comes at that time. But the point is that the same metaphor that we use for Hanukkah is that Hanukkah, which came first, of course, the Hanukkah is the darkest time of the year. And so that's where we are now. So I'm going to conclude this little thing here because it's so short, and I'm going to start the Zohar for today, which would be the 16th installment of the month of Kislev. I'm going to start that in a minute.